Greetings, Japan fans! In today's show, we are going to be looking at continuing with how to strengthen relationships with the team. Maishu, arigatou gozaimasu, and welcome back to the 9th year of the Leadership Japan series. And I'm your host in Tokyo, Dr. Greg Stewart, your corporate coaching and training guy, committed to your success, president of Dale Carnegie Training Tokyo, Japan, and the 3-time best-selling author of Japan Sales Mastery, Japan Business Mastery, and my new book, Japan Presentations Mastery. We are broadcasting around the world from Minato-ku in the center of Tokyo, the leadership capital of Japan. This podcast brings insights, examples, and experience about leading in Japan, and trust me, it is different here. Don't forget to subscribe and share this podcast with your family, friends, and colleagues. We are not being sponsored by Libsyn, but we value your privacy, which is why we have our podcast hosted by Libsyn, who, unlike many other podcast hosts, have a strict policy that does not allow access to your private information by anyone. Here is our daily podcast lineup on iTunes. Mondays, the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show. Tuesdays, the Presentations Japan series. Every second Tuesday, the Business Tatsujin no Oshie Show. Wednesdays, the Sales Japan series. Thursdays, the Leadership Japan series. And every second Thursday, the Business Pro Podcast Show. Fridays, the Japan Business Mastery Show. And Saturdays, Japan's top business interviews. Before we get going, today's handy Japanese phrase is sumimasen. Brilliant phrase. Use this everywhere in Japan. It means excuse me. Say, for example, you want to get the waiter or waitress's attention, you just say, sumimasen. Excuse me, come over here, can you take my order, please? Or if you're going to go in front of someone, you say, sumimasen. Sumimasen is you dart in front of them, or it's used everywhere. You make people wait for you. Sumimasen, sumimasen. Thank you for waiting, right? Brilliant word. Use it everywhere. And it's good for colloquial, it's good for polite. It's sumimasen works for everyone. This is episode number 438, and today we are talking about how leaders can strengthen relationships with their team, part 2. In the last episode, we covered the first 3 principles for strengthening relationships, focusing on avoiding criticism, expressing sincere appreciation, and arousing in others an eager want. We will explore how to advance the relationship building process with the next 3 human relations principles. Number 4, become genuinely interested in other people. Society has entered a very narcissistic stage where many people are highly focused on themselves. Additionally, we are all time poor and focus on what we need to do and have little mental bandwidth for what other people are thinking or need. Efficiency is a difficult approach to apply to building good human relations. It is very difficult to build up trusting relationships with such a time-poor, highly transactional approach. If we don't build trust, then what sort of relationships do we have with the team members? The way to build trust is to get to know people and get them to know us. The more things we share in common, the easier it is to get on with each other. This is not manipulation. Trying to get to know others so that we can use them. I am sure we have all met people like this. It doesn't go anywhere. People are not stupid, and they pick up on this immediately. Being nice to take advantage of people only works once. And in this highly interconnected world where information travels at a blistering pace, word spreads very quickly. So what we are talking about here is genuine interest. Each of us has areas of experience or interest which others would genuinely find interesting. It's often amazing to learn things about your colleagues you've worked with over many years that you had no idea about. It makes for a richer, happier workplace. Being able to see things from another person's point of view requires you know what their point of view is, and more importantly, to understand why they think that way. The way to do that is to take a real interest, an honest interest in other people and build the bonds between us based on our shared interest. Number 5, smile. As we smile, we start to develop a deeper relationship with a team member. We are more approachable, more friendly, less intimidating. It sounds so simple. Smile. How hard can that be? Well, take a good look at people's faces at work. Most are looking stressed, concerned, pressured, and very, very serious. Not too many smiles being shared around. That is the way of the modern world. We're supposed to be getting more time thanks to technology, but in fact, it is making us busier and more stressed as a result. We're all more and more focused on ourselves, and we're losing touch with the art of pleasant interaction and good communality. In that process, we are forgetting to offer a smile as the first thing when we meet others. More often, we proffer a furrowed brow and a serious face. So, keep this in mind, that every time you face a team member to speak, crack a big smile first before you say anything. This changes the atmosphere completely. They will feel better about you and much more likely to cooperate with you and be very pleased to see you. Find out more when we come back from the break. Our show today is brought to you by our public programs, but we also do custom-made in-house classes. Now, we do them in our super safe classroom, we do them live online, and we do them in Japanese, and we do them in English. Today's show is being sponsored by, on the 25th of November, in our professional leadership series, we're doing vision, mission, values. On the 2nd of December, in that same series, we're doing the innovation process. On the 7th and 8th of December, we're doing high impact presentations in Japanese. On the 9th of December, we're doing professional leadership series looking at solving problems and making decisions. On the 14th of December, we're doing the course previews. And on the 16th of December, we're doing the professional leadership series looking at the planning process. Our website is www.dale-carnegie.co.jp. You can email me at greg.story@dalecarnegie.com. If you like learning by watching videos, then we have over 1,000 for you there at Tokyo, Japan, Dale Carnegie TV on YouTube. Get my best-selling books, Japan Sales Mastery, the Bible for Selling in Japan, and Japan Business Mastery, as well as my new book, Japan Presentations Mastery. We release 3 TV shows every week on YouTube. The Cutting Edge Japan Business Show, that's a premier business show in Japan, comes out Mondays. Fridays, we have Japan Business Mastery Show. Saturdays, Japan's top business interviews, where I interview leaders in Japan from SMEs all the way up to the corporate captains of industry on one topic, leading in Japan. Every second Thursday, we release the Business Pro Television Show. Don't forget, you can email me at greg.story@dalecarnegie.com. Welcome back. Number 6. Remember that a person's name is to that person the sweetest and most important sound in any language. We might be dealing with a number of people in the organization, and we may not meet all of them each time. However, if we meet them again or pass them on the way to the meeting room, we had better be able to remember their name. We may meet a number of key people from other divisions in the office. We have to be able to remember their names, even though we may only meet them periodically. When we are dealing with clients, Japanese decision-making ensures that there will be many people involved in the decision, and we cannot afford to miss anyone from that group if we bump into them at their office or elsewhere. When we go to networking events or industry gatherings, then we need to be able to remember the names of the people we meet. We are representing our organization. That is an important skill, and most of us have that, I know the face, but can't remember the name problem. If our competitor can remember people's names well and we cannot, we are at a major disadvantage. Our skills, interacting with others, are a critical function in business. We need to master this skill set. In the next episode, we will cover the final 3 human relations principles we need to be successful in business. Thank you for joining the Leadership Japan series. If you found the program useful, then share it with your family, friends, and colleagues. Don't forget to subscribe and share this podcast. Take what you found valuable, immediately put into action, because idea application is what makes winners winners. Be one of them. Remember, I'm your corporate coaching and training guy in your corner, committed to your success here in Nippon.